Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's continue with the remaining topics of the chapter 2 in democratic politics, that is the constitutional design. So if you remember in previous topic we covered about what is apartheid and how due to apartheid the demand of democratic rights arise and the framing of constitution established in South Africa. In the same way children, today we are going to cover the need of Indian constitution and the making of Indian constitution and function of Indian constitution. Children, let's understand need of constitution. Constitution is required to safeguard the interest of common people, whether they belong to the major community or minor community. Some basic rules for all need to be set up, which we have seen in South Africa when they agreed the principle of majority rule and one person, one vote value. They also agreed to accept some basic rights for the poor people and workers. The black agreed that majority rule would not be absolute. So they wrote down some rules which everyone had to obey and all future government would have to follow. These rules made the constitution of new country. So that it can be concluded, constitution of a country is a set of written rules that accepted by all people in the country. Now children, let us see the function of constitution. We need constitution to fulfill following tasks. Number 1, it generates the degree of trust and coordination among the people that is necessary for the different kind of people living together. Also, it specifies the distribution of power, that who will have the power to make the decisions. It lays down the limit of the power of the government. Also, specifies the rights of the citizen. It also expresses the aspiration of people about creating the good society. Children, after understanding the importance of constitution for any democratic nation, let us proceed for the story of making of Indian constitution. The story of making of Indian constitution was similar to that of South Africa. During the time of partition, when India divided into two countries, India and Pakistan, millions of life they sacrificed and lot many disturbance took place. Also at that time the leaders they faced a great problem how to frame what type of government should be there for the future, because our government or the leaders they were not experienced for the self-governance. Also because of the long time duration of under the colonial ruling, we were not well experienced for the self-governance. Now what happened? With the leadership of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and several other leaders, the Indian constitution was first framed on 1928, where Motilal Nehru first drafted the Indian constitution along with the 8 members of the Congress. The second session was done in 1931 at Karachi. The involvement of Mahatma Gandhi was not directly for the constitution framing because he was not the member of Constituent Assembly. But the idea of Mahatma Gandhi played a very important role.
Mr. Chairman, the resolution that I am placing before you defines our aims and describes an outline of the plans and points to the way which we are going to tread. The resolution that I place before you is in the nature of a pledge, and I hope the House will pass this resolution, which is of a special nature. I beg to move, 1. This Constituent Assembly declares its firm and solemn resolve to proclaim India as an independent, sovereign republic.
The story of Constituent Assembly. There were 299 members in Constituent Assembly. After years of thinking and discussions, our leaders got the confidence to learn from other countries, but on their own terms. Many of our leaders were inspired by the ideals of French Revolution, the Socialist Revolution of Russia, the practice of parliamentary democracy in Britain, and the Bills of Rights in US.
کل کچھ لوگوں نے گروپنگز کے لیے ایک تجویز پیش کی تھی جو ہمارے ملک کو مذہب و ملت کی بنا پر بانٹنے کی ایک پیشکش ہے. اب ایسی کسی بھی طرح کی پیشکش کے سخت خلاف. ہندوستان ایک ملک ہے. آپ سن رہے ہیں لیاقت علی خان صاحب؟ ہندوستان ایک ملک ہے اور ایک ہی اسمبلی اس کا آئین بنا سکتی ہے جس میں تمام صوبوں، علاقوں، مذہبوں اور فرقوں کے چنے ہوئے ممبران اور راجے رجواڑوں کے بھیجے ہوئے نمائندے بھی شامل ہوں گے.
References were made yesterday to groups of provinces arranged on communal lines. We are totally against any machinery to run any such groupings. India is one nation and it needs its constitution to be made by one assembly which has elected representatives of the states, region, religion and the nominated representatives of all the princely states as well.
Hence, working of Constituent Assembly decided, in social terms, the Assembly represented members from different language groups, caste, classes, religion and occupation.
In a court of law, but will certainly be answerable to the electorate at election time.
اس کمیٹی کا سب سے پہلا اور اہم کام یہ ہونا چاہیے کہ وہ کوئی ایسے راستے سجھائے جس سے سماج میں مائنورٹیز کو الگ تھلگ کرنے کے جو رواج ہیں انہیں ختم کر دیا جائے. ان میں مائنورٹی گروپس ہیں، انڈر پریویلیجڈ ہیں، دلت لوگ اور عورتیں بھی. میرے حساب سے عورتیں اس سماج کی سب سے بڑی مائنورٹی اکائی.
کتنے دنوں تک ہم یہ رکشا کوچ پردان کریں گے یہ بھی ہمیں طے کرنا ہوگا اور یہ کہ کب اسے سماپت کر دیا جائے.
We will abolish them when we do not need them.
First, some basic principles were decided and then drafting committee under the chairmanship of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar prepared a draft for constitution for discussion. The discussion of the draft constitution took place clause by clause. The members of the drafting committee completed the work in 114 days spread over 3 years. More than 2,000 constitutional amendments were made. Every document presented and every word in the Constitution Assembly has been recorded and preserved. Finally, the Assembly adopted the Constitution on 26 November 1949. It came into effect on 26 January 1950. To mark this day, we celebrate 26 January as Republic Day. To understand Indian Constitution properly, we need to understand the philosophy behind it presented by prominent leaders. Number 1, Mahatma Gandhi, whose vision was to frame a constitution that provides the effective voice to the poor and the unprivileged one. According to him, it should not allow intoxicating drinks or drugs in the country. On the other hand, B.R. Ambedkar, who is known as the father of Indian Constitution, brought the value of political, social and economic equality for all. At the end, we should not forget the role of Jawaharlal Nehru, who wanted equality of opportunity to all, end of poverty and ignorance, along with the control of disease. Now children, the last topic is the preamble. Preamble is nothing, it is the introductory page of the Constitution, means the page which tells about the important features of the preamble. It is almost present in your all NCERT textbooks. You can see and refer it. Basically, this preamble starts with the word "We the people of India." We the people of India, having solemnly resolved Constitution India into the sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure all the citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and opportunity to promote among all of them, fraternity, assuring the dignity of individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. The very important term used in preamble is sovereign. It means India is a free country and no external power can dictate to the government of India. And second feature is socialism. Under socialism, as wealth is generated socially and should be shared equally by all the society people. Next comes secularism, means every religion treated equally. There is a respect for all religion by the government. Next comes democratic. We have adopted a form of government in which people elects their ruler and holds them accountable. Now next feature comes republic. The head of the state is an elected person and it is not the hereditary position. And then comes justice. The law should not discriminate between citizens on the basis of caste, religion and gender. The government would work for the welfare of poor and oppressed so that social inequality are reduced. Next terms come liberty. Citizens are free to express their opinion and there is no unreasonable restriction on their liberty. And then equality. All citizens are equal before law, irrespective of difference in the socio-economic condition. At last, fraternity. Each citizen should respect the feeling of brotherhood and no one should treat a fellow citizen as inferior. Children, it's time to do short questionnaire for self-assessment. Question 1. The Constitution begins with the short statement of its basic value is called as the resolution, preamble, preface or schedule. Question 2. India became a republic on which of the following date? 26 November 1949, 22 July 1949 or 26 January 1950 or 15 August 1947. Third question. The Bill of Rights which inspired the Indian leaders is associated with which of the country? USA, Canada, Ireland or France? Like all other videos, expecting answers from all those who have seen this video till end. Thank you so much for watching.